Hey Golden Rams, I'm Mariana Catherine, and I am here with...
Hi guys, my name is Michael Krawczyk.
And we are here at WCUR radio station. Michael, what is your position here? Just to give everyone a background.
So at the radio station right now, I am currently the Events and Promotions Executive Director, but I've just been hired as the GM starting for next year.
That's awesome. I'm very excited for you to take over and see how you run. I know you're going to do great. Just kind of a background, how did you get involved with the radio, or what made you?
So I have a big background in music. I played numerous instruments, and then when I came to Westchester, it was the height of COVID, so I did the virtual, involvement fair, and I found WCUR on there, and it sounded like a lot at first, but I found myself to really enjoy it, and I've just been working my way up the ladder.
For people who want to get into radio, how would they go about that, I guess? For people for next year, or
So the radio, we are always at the involvement fairs, we're always across campus. It's just as simple as seeing somebody has a WCUR sweatshirt or a t-shirt and just asking how can I get involved. We also, on our website, WCUR.org, we have a form, so if you want to request to get trained, shoot us an email and we'll put you on the list for the next semester or next run, whenever we do it, and we'll get you trained.
What can a student expect to do here?
Anything and everywhere. If there is a thing that they want us at, we are there. We are a nonprofit organization, so we will go to any types of events. We've done RamThon, Relay for Life, which is a cancer, awareness. It's kind of like Thon, but we've also done numerous other activities like Involvement Fair. We're doing Banana Day coming up, Ramboree. So if there is something that could use music or wants music, we are there.
What's your favorite event type to do?
I love doing everything.
Okay.
I will say one of my favorites though was a Toys for Tots that we did at the firehouse right off of campus. The Goodwill Fire Company, love them more than anything. We've got a bunch of friends over there, and it asked us for their Toys for Tots. So we played music throughout the firehouse, doing just kind of a little emceeing there, which is just audio, that whole shebang. But it was great. People kept dropping off toys. It was a little drive-through, almost like a little parade. And then after that, we helped package up all the toys, and then they donated them all.
So doing those type of events, shows, committees. Do you want to? I know podcasts. You guys are
station. We everybody that wants it gets on air time. So every hour, the music choice or genre changes tremendously, which is great because we get a whole spectrum of people. But in the radio station, it almost breaks down to different branches. We have podcasts, events. Music committee, there's so many different. Sports is a big one. So we've got people working on podcasts when they're not on the air. We have people at the events that sometimes we can live stream our events where we are live to the station, which will broadcast, or even sports. Whenever there's the football, soccer, stuff like that, we're always there. We're on the radio broadcasting that, and we are actually typically more reliable and faster than other TV stations. So we are usually about 3 plays ahead of when they're broadcasting.
If you guys are listening, they can listen. You can listen anywhere, right? If you just go on how can people listen?
Yep. So the radio, we are currently on 91.7 FM. If you were in the Westchester area or surrounding towns, I think we go about 40, 50 miles on a clear sunny day. More of the stormy days, it gets a little shaky, but anywhere in the world, WCUR.org, you can stream us from the website, or if you go to TuneIn, which is kind of like Sirius XM, we're also through them. So tunein.com, just type in 91.7 FM WCUR, and we're there as well.
So you guys have a big weekend coming up.
We do.
A long weekend.
A lot of stuff coming up for the rest of the month, yes.
We can talk about that, definitely, but I want to talk about the 48-hour broadcast.
Yes.
Do you want to explain that? Because
yeah,
you know better than I do.
So last year, under Joe Lamana, our current GM, who I'll be taking over after, he started this new tradition where it's 48 hours completely straight, live, no breaks. Somebody's on the radio. We started it last year and it went really, really well. So now we're coming back for a second year and we're redoing it. So this Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from 6 p.m. on Friday all the way to Sunday at 6 p.m. we will be having people 24/7 around the clock. I did it last year. I think I DJ'd on the air from midnight till 8 a.m. completely by myself. I let everyone sleep, but it's really fun. It is a whole it's a big experience for everybody. You know, people listening as well as for us.
Honestly, I never heard of that until like getting involved and like hearing about like the radio station. And I don't. Do other schools do that? Or?
I've had other people who transfer from other schools say that our radio station is levels above theirs because we know I don't say we care about it, but we try harder. We don't want to be a radio or a school radio. My bad. We want to be an actual radio station because we are. We're not, we're not here to just mess around. We're here to actually get stuff done.
So you also have your own show.
I do.
If you want to promote that.
Mondays 1 to 2 p.m. Michael on the mic. That's me. I'm here every week, and I'm in the station more than I can count. I spend more time here in the radio than I do in my own apartment, just because I love it so much, and I love hanging out with other people.
What kind of like music do you play that people might be more intrigued to listen to?
I like to do a little bit of everything, but particularly I'm a big rock, alt rock, punk, that type of stuff. But yeah, I like to do everything. I will DJ anything. I've done hip hop. I've done slower stuff. I love my acoustic sets. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
If you had, I don't know if this is gonna be a tricky question. If you can't answer it, it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
But I know there's so many people a part of like the radio station. Like it's a big group. So if you had to like describe like the atmosphere here and like just so many different like.
Yeah.
It's a big group of people. Like how many people are part of this?
Over 100 now.
That's a lot.
So when I started at the radio, there was maybe 20 people. It went from 20 people within the last like 2 years to over 100. And that is insane because when we first started, it was definitely a friend group. It was a friend group. It was a small group of people. We all had similar connections. We all really loved hanging out with each other. But it's just grown and grown so much that it's now just a family. It went from friends to just becoming a big group that you can see people on campus, and I get surprised now how often I run into people that are from the radio because we're everywhere.
I'll say even like looking at like the time slots of shows, I remember someone was saying they went from like having this availability to like now there's almost like a show like all the time.
It's weird. So when I started, I remember 2 hours before me was somebody, and like 3 hours behind me was somebody. There was nobody near me. And now I don't get a break from people. People are coming in and out. It's great. I love it. I'd rather have this than nobody.
Yeah. No, it's a really good organization to be a part of. So kind of just to wrap this up, next semester you'll be at the Involvement Fair.
Well, yeah, we're actually accepting Students Day this week.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, so we accepted Students Day, so be on the lookout for us. I believe it's Saturday morning. And then from there we're everywhere. Involvement Fair, we're always there. It's easy to find us.
Also, so like tying into that, people might get it confused. This might be like, you don't have to be in a certain major to be a part of this.
I'm a nursing major. I don't belong here, but.
Because like some people might get thrown off like, oh, like, because I kind of want to ask like, what advice would you give to someone who wanted to join but might be too nervous or think like that won't help me in my major or like something like that. So just advice you would give.
My biggest advice is don't be scared. Just do it. I was very, very scared of signing up for it, and then I went to a couple of the meetings, and I was like, this is pretty fun. I like this a lot, and I put the time and effort in. And I've had people all the time come up to me. They go, "Oh, you're part of the radio." I go, "Absolutely, I am." They go, "Oh, but you're a nursing major." I go, "Yeah." And they go, "But why?" I go, "Because I like it." It's not about. There's amazing connections here throughout for all majors, but I mean, the underlying thing is it's. I do it for fun.
Yeah. So that was our interview with Mike.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Tune in to the 48-hour broadcast. It's starting Friday at 6
p.m.
And then if you want to join, reach out to Mike and
check out the website.
We have
everything on the website.
That makes it a lot easier.
Yes.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you as well.
Thank you.